Siddaramaiah presented his 16th budget today. The budget for 2025-26 is of 4 lakh crore rupees, up from the last year's 3.71 lakh crore. The Congress government insists that they have focused on welfare schemes, infrastructure and industrial growth with an aim to drive economic growth while ensuring social security. But the BJP has highlighted that disproportionate allocations have been made for minorities, specifically the Muslims. In fact, dubbing it halal budget, the Saffron Party says that this is clear bias by the Congress government.
First, BJP should answer. All MPs, all these leaders should answer what they had given to Karnataka. They doesn't have guts, they doesn't have voice, they doesn't have strength, they doesn't have moral right to save Karnataka. In the central budget, nothing was been given to Karnataka. It is a shame on them. Let them do whatever they want. It is the will of the people. We are there to protect the people of Karnataka.
You have not fulfilled the promises which you made.
Whatever promises we have done, it is not like their budget. Well, it is not their tenure. In our tenure, we have fulfilled whatever we have promised to the people of Karnataka, we have delivered.
16th budget of Honorable Chief Minister Mr. Siddaramaiah is a record figure. In fact, Mr. Siddaramaiah has done a very balancing exercise. This is a green budget. This budget with 4,09,000 crores of total size is one of the biggest, and it has given rise, it has given hope that next year budget will be more than 5 lakh crores.
Now this is a historical budget, 16th budget by Honorable Chief Minister Mr. Siddaramaiah, and it's almost 4,09,549 crores. For the SC department, scheduled caste development, almost 29,992 crores. And for the ST development, almost 12,016 crores. So it is not only one particular, we are looking at the overall development. So this is a very good development. It's a pro-people, pro-poor, pro-farmer development and budget.
So let's tell you some of the provisions that have raised the hackles of the opposition. So quota for Muslims in the government contracts. This is one of the biggest issues being raised by the BJP, that says that why should there be quota for minorities, for Muslims in particular, in the government contracts. In fact, 1,000 crore rupees has also been allocated for a minority colony development. Apart from that, 100 crores has been set aside for Urdu schools across the state. Apart from that, 6,000 rupees monthly honorarium for imams and 150 crore rupees for the protection of Waqf properties in Karnataka. In fact, these are some of the provisions that have been made in the budget, after which the BJP says that this is a clear sign that the Congress party is indulging in appeasement politics.
कांग्रेस हमेशा कहती है कि संसाधनों पर पहला अधिकार उसके वोट बैंक का अर्थात मुस्लिम समुदाय का होना चाहिए। ये दिखाता है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी बजट भी डिवाइड एंड रूल जिन्ना वाली मानसिकता, सेपरेट मानसिकता से बनाती है। 4% मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन, जिस रिजर्वेशन को भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने खत्म किया था और SC ST OBC समाज को दिया था, उस रिजर्वेशन को फिर से रिलीजियस बेसिस पे, मतलब कि आंबेडकर जी के खिलाफ जाकर देना एक समुदाय को कम्युनल लाइंस पर, यह दिखाता है कि ये संविधान विरोधी भी है। ये कांग्रेस पार्टी की अपीजमेंट पॉलिटिक्स का एक जीता जागता उदाहरण है। एक तरफ तो सनातन और हिंदू को गाली देते हैं और दूसरी तरफ वोट बैंक के लिए सेपरेट प्रोविजन बजट में किया जाता है। ये जिन्ना वाली मानसिकता है और कांग्रेस बन चुकी है मुस्लिम लीग।
कांग्रेस पार्टी ने कर्नाटक में एक मॉडर्न मुस्लिम लीग बजट पास किया है। So the Congress party in Karnataka is running the government exactly similar to how Muhammad Ali Jinnah ran the government in Pakistan. It is taking back the constitutional values and it is only and only implementing statements policies which are in the interest of minority communities. आज कांग्रेस की कर्नाटक के सरकार के बजट ने स्पष्ट कर दिया है कि वो हिंदुओं को और बाकी सब धर्म को सेकंड ग्रेड सिटीजन्स ट्रीट करती है और स्पेशल प्रिविलेजेस, स्पेशल ट्रीटमेंट सिर्फ मुस्लिम समुदाय को देती है.
Just couple of days back, the state government of Karnataka has released a budget, and the budget seems to be very inspired by their new icon Aurangzeb. Now, there was a budget that was released. It has many instances of minority appeasement. I am just going through some of them for your information. Imams, minority priest in Karnataka just means imams, and they are given an honorarium of rupees 6,000 per month. An additional allocation for an additional building of Hajj Bhavan in Bengaluru. Rupees 10,000 crore has been prepared under the Chief Minister's Minority Colony Development Program.
So the BJP strongly criticized the Karnataka budget, accusing the Congress of appeasing Muslims with 1,000 crore rupees for minority colonies, Waqf protection, Urdu schools and contract reservations under the category 2B. In fact, the Congress party now has taken umbrage to the budget being dubbed halal, calling the attack bankruptcy of ideas on the BJP's part.
Creating employment is halal budget. Ensuring Karnataka drives the nation's economic process is a halal budget. Ensuring rural development is a halal budget. I mean, I think sometimes BJP has lost even common sense. I'm really surprised that the BJP is running out of ideas. And I'm quite shocked that the High Command is keeping such incompetent leaders in Karnataka as their leadership over here.
My colleague Deepak is joining us on the broadcast with the details of the political controversy from Karnataka. Deepak, the budget being presented today, and the BJP has highlighted certain sections saying that this is a clear case of appeasement by the Congress government. What are the details of what they've spoken about? Has it increased from the previous budget? And what is the defense of the Congress?
Well, it was a record 16th budget being presented by, Mr. Siddaramaiah as a finance minister. And of course, this is his second term as the chief minister. So he's, of course, presented 5 years earlier and this time again, the second time around. A lot of aspects, of course, that he's touched down upon, from double-decker flyovers to tunnel roads to infrastructure for Bengaluru. But right now, the opposition is latching on to certain funding that has been allocated to the minority communities, be it, the upkeep of Waqf land, be it reservation that is being given in, government contracts, and the ceiling which has now been put up to 2 crores, or the reservation for KIA, DB land acquisition given to minorities. These are things that the BJP has latched onto and said that this is the model of development that the Congress speaks about, aiming only at the welfare of a certain community because, they serve or cater as a vote bank to the Congress is a charge. This has been vehemently denied by the Congress party, led by the Deputy Chief Minister himself, who says that the BJP, which has not been fighting for the issues of the state when the centre's budget had nothing much for Bengaluru or Karnataka as a whole, right now has no moral rights to, comment on what the Congress has done, which is a holistic budget for all is the charge. They've also countered the halal budget claim by saying that, the centre should answer why India is the number 2 country in beef export. So these are the counter claims that have been coming in from the Congress party. The Chief Minister in a short while from now is going to do the customary, press conference post the budget. When these questions are asked, we'll really have to see what he'll have to say.
Okay, all right. Deepak, thank you for joining us with those details. With that, let's shift our attention now to neighboring Tamil Nadu, where a language showdown has been taking